Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's kind of early to be saying that because I don't have really many subscribers. Sorry about the background noise. My mom is currently yelling at my sister. I don't know why, but I'll explain here in a second what this video is for. Anyways, this video is a feminine emergency kit for, like, you know, when you're young and you don't really know much about, like, periods and puberty and what you're going through, like, girl stuff. I'm a sophomore, so, like, you know, I've already been through it. But this is what I experienced when I was younger and what you should pack in, like, a little bag for, you know, school, just in case, you know, you bleed through your panties or something like that. Okay, so what you'll need is, like, a little bag. It could be any bag. It can be cute, it can be little, but for me, I have this dirty bag. I just found it, you know, laying around my room. But it's big enough to hold pads, tampons, and another pair of underwear. But I'll show you some of the stuff you will need that's inside. Okay, so what's inside? Sorry, I'm just holding on to the ledge of my bed right here. So, you know, it's like comfortable because I'm sitting on my bed and filming this. Anyways, I'm going to show you what's inside the bag. It's a little, you know, example thing. And yeah, so this is what the inside of the bag looks like. And we'll get right into it. Okay, for girls who have bled through their pants, like, you know, in school, it's okay, it's a natural thing. I mean, girls will end up getting over it in the future because, you know, if they see you and laugh at you, I mean, karma's gonna get them back eventually, like, whether it gets them, like, you know, through the same thing or not. Karma's gonna get them back, and they're gonna eventually start their periods too and realize how much it sucks and it's not your fault that that happened. So, ladies, freshly new women, don't be embarrassed of yourself. Don't be embarrassed of how your body works. I mean, it's kind of gross, but it's not completely gross because it's all natural. There's nothing to worry about. Sorry, I was running out of breath, so that's why I stuttered. But don't be ashamed of it. It happens to everyone. It's happened to me. It's happened to almost every girl, you know, all over. So you're not alone. If you need to talk about stuff like this and you're, like, around 4th grade to, like, 8th grade and somewhere in between there and you haven't started your period but you recently did, just contact me. You can comment below and I can give you advice, or you can go to my Instagram page and DM me. I'll link my Instagram below, or go on my Musical.ly. I'll link that below as well. So don't be afraid of your body. It's beautiful the way it is. Just, it's natural. Boys can get over it because they're gonna have to realize that it's natural and they're gonna have to deal with it if they're gonna be dating a woman, a young woman, or anything, because, you know, life happens, so they can get over it. Anyways, sorry about my little rant. I was just telling, you know, you just not be ashamed of your body. But let's get into the bag. So what you would need in this bag, you just need a bag, you know, that would fit in your book bag, like a pencil case, or, you know, this, or like a makeup bag or something, just something that you could fit, like, you know, the stuff that's in here. If someone ends up going through your book bag and finding this, they're gonna have to realize, because eventually they're gonna go through it too. They're gonna go through the same thing, unless it's a guy and they're like, what is this? Well, they're gonna have to realize that, you know, all girls have this. Every single woman has this. Every single woman has a period, unless something's, like, genetically wrong and they don't have a period. But I mean, guys are gonna realize it soon in the future anyways, and they're just not gonna care anymore. Like, I'm gonna rant again, but I'm sorry, I keep ranting, but guys will get over it. If a guy ends up going in your bag, finding all this in there, and they ask what it is, just tell them what it is. If they think it's gross, well, they're gonna get over it in the future, because they're gonna learn about it eventually in sex ed class, learning about the female body. They're gonna have to realize and man up about it, so, you know. By the time you get to, like, I don't know, when did I learn sex ed? 7th grade. I think I learned it in 7th grade about, like, the male parts and the female parts. We were in the same classroom together, and we just had to shout the names and stuff, and, like, guys will eventually understand that it's a natural thing. They're gonna understand that this is completely natural. It's a part of the human body, and they're just gonna have to get over it. So, I mean, by the time they're gonna actually realize that they can't do nothing about it is about, like, you know, 8th grade, 9th grade. So they just won't even bother going through your bags, because, you know, if they find something like this, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna put this back. They're not gonna say anything about it because they already know what it's for. But anyways, let's get on to the bag. I'm so sorry for ranting. Like, it's not really a rant, but it's more of an explanation. I don't want to say rant, so. Okay, I need to stop getting off track. Let's get on to the bag. Okay. Well, sorry about that, the past 2 clips. But anyways, the first thing you'll have in this bag is emergency bag, obviously, is a pad, like a pad. If you're afraid of tampons, this is a great alternative. Pads, they're every girl's starter, you know. That's what they look like, you know, they come off in the back here, sticky, goes on your underwear. Here, I'll do an example. Okay, so I have a pair of underwear that I don't use anymore. It's, they're comfortable, but they're thin. You do not want to have thin underwear for your periods. Only because, like, if you're gonna pack underwear, go to Walmart or something, get a cheap of, like, a little thing of underwear, but it's gonna be cotton, because cotton absorbs and make sure it doesn't leak through. So I would go to Walmart, buy a pair of, like, a couple pairs of cheap cotton underwear. Right here, this is like elastic or some thin material. This is not good for periods, only because it bleeds through super easily and it will not absorb anything at all. So you just need a pair of cotton underwear, and if you're afraid of tampons, just take the pad, take it off. This one has wings where it goes underneath, but I'll try to example it. Okay, you can see inside. You just do that, goes inside. I'm gonna fix it properly. This one has wings. I used to use these when I first started my period, only because I felt more secure. This is not on right, but the wings, they fold back onto the backs of the underwear, and it makes it more secure, so it doesn't, like, feel like it's moving around, only because, like, you know, stickiness sometimes gets off because it gets hot down there. Let's admit it. It gets hot. I don't want to say moist because that's kind of weird, but it gets hot down there. I'll admit it. And it feels like it's moving around. So I got these ones only because it felt more secure and it attaches itself to the back of the underwear. Yeah. And if you're a girl who is fond of tampons like me, I do not advise you use tampons when you first start your period because it's nervous. It's going up there. It's a nervous thing. I mean, once you feel comfortable, you know, getting used to your periods, I would try using tampons because they're so much easier. I don't want to say better because a lot of people prefer tampons over, like, pads over tampons, and I honestly, I don't blame them. So, like, I would use a tampon over a pad because you barely feel it's there. But I don't advise you to use one when you first start your period, only because it goes up there and I don't want it to hurt anybody, because I remember my first time using it, it hurt so bad. But you stick it up till here, right here, and then you just push it up there and it absorbs the blood. I'm pretty sure the box claims it absorbs up to over, like, I don't know how long. I changed mine within 3 to 4 hours, but it says it could last up to 7 hours, but I don't trust it that long because it could give you infections if you leave it in there like long enough. It could give you kidney infections and like vagina infections, like yeast infections and such. Yeah, so I don't advise you using them your first time, and I don't advise leaving them in there for a long time. The next thing I keep in the bag are panty liners. If you use tampons, I'm pretty sure these are for the tampons. Or if not, if you're having a really light period, like super light, like you're barely spotting, I advise you use these. These are, hold on, let me get the pad. These are literally so much less than the panty liners. Panty liners are like when you're almost done with your period, or stuff like that. These are for like when you're barely spotting blood. They work exactly like a pad. You just take them out, you place it on, and voila, you got a panty liner on. Yeah, that's all I have to say about them, is when you're barely spotting, or if you're having a really heavy period and you're wearing a tampon. And there are different types of tampons. There are thicker ones for heavier periods, and there are thinner ones for lighter periods. So that's what you should know about periods. It would say regular, like it's not saying for the size of your vagina. It's saying for like, how much flow you're having, like how heavy your flow is or how light it is. So that's what this is for. And the last thing I keep in this bag is a little hand sanitizer, because you honestly don't know what's gonna happen. If there's no sink or no soap or whatever, it's really good to hand sanitize your hands, because you don't want to either you do it beforehand or before handling the stuff that you put down there, because your hands touch everything. Your hands are literally on people, on chairs, on toilets, etc. I wouldn't really say on toilets, but you know what I mean by that. Like touching the things around like a toilet stall and stuff. Like, anyways, you're touching your genitals, etc. So I advise you to use hand sanitizer or wash your hands right before you touch down there. I wouldn't really advise the Bath and Body Works ones, only because they're scented. By the way, not sponsored. I would use unscented hand sanitizer. Let it dry before you touch down there. Make sure your hands are clean before touching down there, because you don't want infections. And yeah, so that's all I had in the bag. So I'm just sticking them on my pillow. So what you'll have in your bag is a pair of cotton underwear that you would buy at Walmart. A pair of cotton underwears. If you're not comfortable with tampons, put like a couple pads in the bag. They're portable. And you'll need panty liners, because you never know. Panty liners are like a small alternative for pads, but they're not really pads, so I wouldn't suggest them if you're heavy flowing. A hand sanitizer, or if you're fond of tampons, I would use a tampon. So that's all I have in the beauty bag for right now. If I find other things, I will update the video. I'll probably add stuff in the description about what else to bring. But that's all I have for right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is helpful to women, young ladies who are new to this kind of thing. I hope this is helpful to you. And honestly, if you're like having trouble, if you're like, you know, getting bullied about it, just ignore them, because it's gonna happen to them. Guys will get used to it, so if a guy knows about it, they'll get over it, because, you know, it happens to every girl, whether, you know, they want it or not. It has to happen. It's nature. But if girls don't get it, then that's them. They'll eventually, like, get it. Like, if the girls don't have it right now, let's say you're in, like, 6th grade and you're, like, the only girl in your grade that has it. I mean, they're gonna eventually get their periods, you know, as the years go by. They usually get it up to 4th grade, up to 9th grade, or perhaps longer. But that's the age group where periods start, was 4th grade, 3rd grade, up to 9th grade, or 10th grade. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Okay, sorry, my mom was right there. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any the questions, just, you know, I'll have the comments open. I will talk to you. I respond to almost everybody who has questions about this kind of stuff. So, yeah, just, if you need to talk, I'll put my Musical.ly, I'll put my Instagram, I'll put my, you know, the comments are open. Free talk. I mean, if you want it private, then I suggest you message me on Instagram and I'll talk to you about it. And guys, if you're watching this and you have any questions, you can talk to me about it. It's good to learn about this kind of stuff and understand what girls are going through, because it's really hard. It's a hard time in their life. They don't really know what's happening, you know. They kind of need support from other people, because, you know, girls who are friends with girls who don't have it, they don't really know what to do. But get advice from their teachers, their moms, you know, anybody who's experienced a period. So, guys, if you need to talk to me and you have a friend that has her period and you don't know how to, like, handle her, because, you know, you never dealt with anyone who's had a period before, just, my DMs and stuff are open. Feel free to talk to me about it. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and tell your friends about me, because I'm trying to expand my YouTube channel. I'm not trying to be famous or anything. I just want to, you know, have something to do with my life. I really don't have anything coming for me soon, so I look forward to being a YouTuber and meeting you guys hopefully one day. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video.